What's up everybody, my name is Seth K Bani. Today I'm going to show you how to design this flyer. What's up guys, now my name is Seth K Bani. Now remember we did some post some time ago. I asked you guys question, which flyer tutorials would you like this week, and you said birthday flyers and the music cover art. So this particular month I'll be doing birthday music cover art, and then I'll also be doing some church flyers as well. So guys, see you at the other side. Let's step into Photoshop. We're going to click on Ctrl N, and then we're going to set it to, let's go to print actually, and then let's use A4 sheet. So this is the dimension it's going to give us 210 and then 297 and then 300 for the resolution. Click on create. Okay, so I'll go to view, I'll go to guards, new guards layout, and then I'll set it to 4 and then 4 on this side too, and click on OK. I'm going to bring in some flowers, and I'm going to use this flower. I'll drag it all the way in there, and then set it a little bit. Go to filter, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and let's push it like that. So it's around 147. Then I'll give it a mask. Click on the mask and come and pick my brush. Now guys, you have to remember this step. I'll be using this step a lot in this particular tutorial. So I'll set here to color black, pick my brush, set it to soft light, and then choose normal 100% for the opacity. The flow is also 100%, and then 12 for the smoothing, and then I'll click on the white side here. I want to get rid of the greens much as I can. Now I'll click on my move tool and then drag it to this side, duplicate it, click on my move tool and drag it to this side, duplicate it, and then drag it to this side. Okay, I'll put it in a group, and then I'll call it flower BG. Now I also want to bring in an image I'm going to use for the background. Hold Alt and then resize it, enter, and I think let's increase it a little bit more. Click on your move tool and then drag it down. I want to keep the image in the middle. Give it a mask. Click on the mask, pick your brush, and then let's mask it. Put it in a group, and then let's call it image. Now let's close it. Now we are also going to bring in some flowers again. I mean the same flowers. Let's drag it into Photoshop, and then let's put it around this side. Enter, duplicate it, Ctrl T, right click it, and then let's flip it horizontal. Let's flip it vertical, and then let's drag it towards the side. Now I also want a strand of the leaf to be casted on the hair to make it much more interesting. Okay, click on my move tool and then move it more. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it flowers. Also, I want to bring in my main image, the image I'm going to be using, and there is it. I'm going to leave all these resource files in the description for you. Let's reduce it. Let's drag it here. Now I feel like this, where is this one? This particular is too big. I'll shrink it more and then drag it towards the side. Okay, let's close it. Now this, I want it to be in the middle of the line. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do. I think this is great. I'll put it in a group. I'll call it image. Now behind it like this, the flower, click on a new layer, and then I'll pick my brush, set it to color black, and then just click there, Ctrl T, and then hold shift, make it smaller, and then drag this side in there as well. Click on my move tool and then just move it there, Ctrl H to hide the lines. Okay, I think this is great. And then I'll also create a new, let me name this one shadow. Let me name this white light. I'll click on my brush and then pick the color. Let me pick the pink color here. Alright, and then increase it like that, and then just hit there once. I'll go and I'll set it to, yeah, linear dodge to just brighten it up a little bit. I think that's good. Put it in a group. I'll call it shadow and light. Okay, so now I also want to bring in some few blur concerning the flowers, and so I'm going to open one of the flowers, this one, and then I'll duplicate it, bring it up, and then I'll click on my move tool, and then I'll see if I can move it around. Okay, now this is where I want it to be, so I'm going to do it like that, and then I'll go and then click on view. I'll go to, go to filter, go to blur, go to motion blur, and then I want to set it like that and go to -46, and then just drag it like that, and then reduce the opacity. Now duplicate it, and then this time hide the motion, and then also reduce the opacity, give it that dreamy effect, reduce the opacity more. I feel like this is better. Okay, let's put it in a group. So let's call it Play Flower. The flowers are a lot. Okay, so we are done with that too. Now let's see how it's coming. I think this is better so far. I want to bring in some few text, so I'll click on my text tool, and then I'll type here. I'm going to type Seth Bani Ohenewa. Okay, and then I'll click on the text or the character. I'm going to use QUELL, a font I haven't used in some time. That's Quella. I'm going to use that. I also don't want to take this off, make it like that. Click on my move to, and then the font size, I want to give it 32. Great, and then move it somewhere there. Also the leading, I want to give it 30. Great, drag it somewhere here. Now Control T, and then Control T. I want to drag this line there too, and then drag this line here as well. I'm going to be using those two lines a lot. Okay, so that's definitely for you, and I will duplicate it and duplicate it again. I'll hide the first, and then this one I'm going to click on it, and then happy birthday, push it up a little bit more. The font I'm going to use Polymount regular, also going to be in the description. The font size is going to be 43, and then I'm going to drag it, Ctrl T. I'm going to drag it here. Guys, take notice, I want it to be on the middle of that line, and then I'll drag it up more. Okay, and then I'm also going to bring this one back, and then drag it down, and then I'll double click it, and then I'm going to call it Seth. And then the font size, I am going to give it 19. Excelente. Duplicate it and then bring it down. I am going to call it 30th, and then the font size, I'm going to give it 23. Now let's zoom in. Now this is what I'm going to do. I will right click the object and pick ellipse tool, and then hold shift and then draw a perfect circle. Drag it underneath September and 30th. Now double click it and go and pick any pink color there. Now here we have a lot of options to choose. We have green to choose, we have yellow to choose, we have, because there are a lot of colors, we have blue to choose, right? All right, you really have this creamy color, but I want to pick that color, and I also want to set a stroke of that is it. Select these two. I want to put 30th in the middle, and then Seth, I want to also pick Seth, put Seth there like that. Now select both of them and then choose color white for it. So put it in a group and call it 30th. Now I'm going to drag it up, and then I'm going to pick my text to and then go towards path at this side. If you can't find anything here, it's because you didn't do the selection. Well, let's open it and then click on the ellipse. Now go back to path. This is going to appear. Now with your text tool selected, just type. Once you draw your cursor to it, you can see it changes. This one just at the edge, click on it, and then let's type happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You want to type it 3 times, so happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And then let's click on the layers and let's click on it. You want to come, we are going to use color still, but let's come and then let's set it to 5. Let's see. Great, and then let's set it to color black too. Great, let's make it all caps. Great, and then here let's make it 140. Let's see. Now guys, if yours is not really showing like the way mine is, I have a way we are going to do it. I want you to double click it, then I want you to come and pick, right click it and pick patch selection. Then you can see, once you click there, you can see a portion has 0 there. You can see some 0 here. That is good. Once you drag it, just drag it to reveal it, just drag it to reveal it, drag it here. Okay, and then I'm going to call it 300. All right, so I think 300 looks like it's encompassed the whole thing. I like it like that. So now what we are going to do is also this side. All right, just increase it a little bit. Nice. I'll put it in a group like that. Okay, now, so let's see, which one is this? Let's move it up. Control H and Control T. You want it to be in the middle of this too, and drag it up. Awesome. Select the three of them and just move them towards the side, and then Control Alt Shift and E to merge everything on one layer for us, and then right click it and then convert it to Smart Object. Now I want you to go to Filter and go to Camera Raw Filter, and we are going to play with the settings a little bit. So let's go to Basics. Let's drag the temperature to there, the exposure, let's drag it to there, the highlights, let's drag it, let's see, up a little bit, the shadows, let's drag it down, the whites, let's drag it down, the blacks, let's drag it down, clarity, let's drag it up, and the haze, let's drag the haze a little bit, and then let's close Basic. Now let's go to effect. One thing we want is the the grain or something. Let's go for the vignette. Let's drag the vignette down, -27. Okay, so I think let's go back to the basics and then let's boost the colors a little bit. Vibrance, let's say vibrance to around 5 or 7. Click on OK. Now it looks like you're done, but we need to give it some glow, so let's click over there and give it some glow. And then I'm going to pick the pink color, and then I'll go to there and I'm going to pick that one, and then I'll hit there, and then I'll set it to screen, and then push it there like that, and then duplicate it, and then bring it there to, and then duplicate it again, and then this time you want to bring it closer to the image, the legs there. Let's put it all in a group and let's call it glow. So guys, if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel, guys. I love you all. See you in the next video. Peace.